Hi guys, it's Karen from Hawk Intuitive Journeys, and I'm here today to do a Twin Flame, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine combined reading. The energies today feel like there's a lot of movement going on. The last couple of days have felt really like just kind of like a lull going on and integrating a lot of messages and lessons that have been coming up in the last week or so. But today, this morning, for some reason, feels like there is a lot of movement going on. So I wanted to do a combined reading to show any similarities or differences between where the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are in their headspace and heart space. And I'm going to take this into an extended reading, and we'll look into the things that both the Divine Feminine and Masculine are working on, things that are contributing to the way their energy is appearing at the time, and any advice that Spirit has for each one of them. If you are resonating with this reading, make sure to head over to the extended. You're going to get a lot more personalized information in there. And if you would like a personal reading to really dig into what you have going on with your situation, get a hold of me at the email in the box below, and I would be happy to do a private reading for you. I'm all caught up on all of my private readings right now, so the turnaround is anywhere from a day to 2 days. This is, oh my goodness, what day is it? It's Tuesday, April 30th. Oh my god, the last day of April. May came up really, really quickly, and it feels like coming into the nicer weather for us in the US, hitting the part of spring where it's all new beginnings, the flowers are blooming, the weather is getting warmer every single day, and there's just this like increasing blossoming energy going on. So it feels like a lot is going to be happening in the month of May going into the month of June. So let's dig in a little bit and find out what's going on. First, I'm going to pull a couple of cards we're going to do Divine Feminine overall energy. Spirit, can I have a card for Divine Feminine's overall energy? In the extended also, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be using music as well. So I'll turn on my Amazon Alexa, and we're probably going to get some additional messages through the music in the extended reading. So, but I wasn't feeling it for this part of the reading. So, Divine Feminine overall energy. And I get Divine Masculine overall energy as well. Oh, I've been getting this spiral a lot lately too. I get one for Divine Masculine overall energy. Energy. Alright, I'm going to wait with the Divine Masculine energy for right. Oh, there it is. Alright, Divine Feminine. They've got round and round. There's two messages with this. I feel like there's a group of the collective. It's almost kind of polar opposites. There's a group of the collective that has been really absorbing and integrating these messages that are coming in for them. There's a lot of waves of energy that have been coming through in the last couple of weeks, and it's just been building and building and building, and it's just kind of zeroing in on this third eye area and their intuitive nudges, their intuitive gifts, and the energy within that feels very still. It feels like they're absorbing, they're really integrating what it is that they're being guided towards, what they're being led to, and it's just an energy of really allowing themselves to be guided to whatever this energy is building for them. It feels like a very still, very grounded kind of connected to source energy. Then there's another message in the ability to become overwhelmed with all of that. That these messages start coming in and these new energies are coming in, and the integration part is hard for some people, some of the divine feminines that don't understand why, if they're getting all of these messages, why am I not seeing any kind of result in the 3D? Why, if it feels like there's motion, why am I not seeing any motion? So they're feeling the motion of the energy, but they're feeling it and experiencing it within divine timing, but they're wanting it to be in their 3D timing and in the timing that they want to see it in. And it's a little bit confusing, and it's making their thoughts swirl in this way, and it's making that never-ending story, that just round and round and round in their head. I know this is my path, but why am I not seeing anything? I did this, but this is not manifesting. And so there's kind of two different sets of divine feminines here that are listening right now that I'm tuning into. So we'll see how that plays out a little bit. Divine masculine. Is in a space of, it's almost as if he's receiving some of these messages too, and he's started learning how to open his heart to receiving those messages. All of these hearts that are flying out of this open window right now, it shows me two things. Their hearts are being completely opened. They have this expansion, and it feels like there was this moment where they got some sort of knowledge, some sort of wisdom, some sort of message that came in that made them realize the truth. It's almost as if they're realizing the truth that has made them open to allowing their heart to be open, allowing their heart to start making decisions for them, and to allow the information in and allow the love out. And it is surrounding love. It feels a lot like it's surrounding the divine feminine, but I don't think it's just about the divine feminine. I think it's just about the way that they're functioning in their life, and in the way that it's almost as if it's the way that they receive messages, the way that they function in their daily life, and who they are. It's like they're taking this mask off now. They're standing on top of the mask and they're opening themselves up to it. It's like, here I am. It's like they've been given the information on how to just completely reveal themselves, take the mask off and stand in who they are, knowing who they are and revealing themselves. It's like no more hiding behind these masks. And it feels very happy, it feels very loving, it feels like, this is me, I love me. And they're opening this up for everyone to see. This is the number 5 card too, which is about change. And this is a big change for the divine masculine, who's always been pretty reserved and grounded and measured about all the things that they've been doing, and that the heart space has been a really tough place to penetrate for a while, and it feels like they're just right knee deep in the middle of it, and they're just like, all right, here I am. They've been inspired by something. All right. I'm going to dig into my tarot deck a little bit, look into divine masculine, recent past. Thank you. Can I have another one, please? Yeah, see, divine masculine is really in his emotions right now and in his heart space, and it's like he's found the key. He's been divinely guided to the key to his emotions. He's been offered this new way of thinking, this new way of showing his but it feels like, you know, he was always kind of reserved about it and unsure about it because it wasn't developed enough yet. This page is, it's not a king, it's a page. It's not ready yet. It's a little bit immature. It needs to be developed a little bit more, and I think that he was just waiting for more information about what does this mean for me, and what do I do about it, and let me just sit and integrate this new information and this new way of being in touch with my emotions, because it's not always the easiest thing to process those emotions. And the Divine Masculine has always been very measured, very grounded, making sure they understand that this is not going to, that his way of expressing his emotions and being in his emotions is not going to hurt anyone else. It's all about what's going to happen next and how is this going to affect me and how is it going to affect other people. But he's really come to realize what these emotions are starting to mean to him. All right, Divine Feminine, recent past. Thank you. Another one. Oh, I got 3 of them. I'm not going to take reversals either. I don't usually, unless I'm guided to specifically take those reversals, but I'm an intuitive reader. I don't always read completely by the book. I just go with my intuition and the messages that come through when the cards are pulled. So if you're a kind of by the book tarot reader, just allow the energy that's coming through my filter to help see things a little bit differently here. For the recent past, the Divine Feminine has gotten, she's like celebrating something that she's been working really hard at, something that it's almost as if she's gotten some information. She's received, she's like feeling super happy. This 3 of Cups, it's feeling to me like it's third party, like she's celebrating about something that she's been working really hard on. She's received some new information. She's gotten some enlightenment about a situation that was hidden in the past. Something that she thought she knew. And it's something that has just been revealed to her, and it's good news. It's good news about something to do with the third party. I'm wondering if it's connected to this. Could be about work. It could be about finances. It could be about a job. It could be about it could be, Pentacles can be about the job, but to me it feels more like it's love related, because it's within these cups. The cups are all about energy, emotions. And so it's something that she's been working really hard at to reveal this truth. Some sort of truth has been revealed to her. Secrets have been revealed. It doesn't feel like, it feels like they don't feel like dark secrets, like some kind of cheating or something like that. It just feels like something has been revealed to her that is making her super happy. She thought that it was dark. What she thought about the situation was very dark and shadowy, and this light is revealing the fact that there's way more to the situation than she thought that there was, and she's happy about it. And that's in the recent past, so I'm definitely excited to see what is coming up for her present energy. Alright, Divine Masculine. We already know that he's in this overall energy right now. Let's talk about the current energy, present, for Divine Masculine. Present energy for Divine Masculine. Thank you. Whoa! Moon card. Two of Pentacles. Divine Masculine is coming out of some sort of battle. He is currently walking away from some situation that before he had a hard time balancing. He'd never felt a balance within this situation. But right now, in this current energy, he's super happy about taking it into his own hands. And there is information that's been revealed to him too. The light is shining on the truth of a situation. And it's the Moon card is here in Divine Feminine's recent past, so it feels like she's found out some information about the Divine Masculine and about this situation that he's currently walking away from that is making her super happy. So it feels like she's been putting in a lot of the work when it comes to the Divine Masculine. And some information has been revealed to her that's going to make it more of a balanced situation. That he's balancing the scales now. He's finding more of a balance in his 3D life and his physical reality. And it's making the Divine Feminine, she can feel that energy from him. He feels very victorious. Now it's fresh. It's really fresh. It's like he hasn't even like walked off the battlefield yet. He's won the battle, but he hasn't quite left the situation. So this feels very, very, it's in the present energy also. So it's either just now in the process of happening and, or it's like happening today or tomorrow, or this is happening really soon, if not already. Sorry about that. I just have to check my time on my recording. I can only do 20 minutes at a time, so I want to make sure I don't go over. All right, let's dig into the Divine Feminine present energy. Divine Feminine present energy. Woo! Thank you. I get another one for Divine Feminine. Another one for Divine Feminine present energy. Wow, these cards are super charged right now. I like the word charged. The energy feels very charged in these cards. You can feel it just coming out of them. Really good friend of mine. Her name is Susan. It's Susan Dawn Spiritual. Go check out her channel. She's really amazing. Very, very tuned in. Super, super, super dialed in, intuitive twin flame reader. And she uses that term too. So I'll actually put the link to her page or her channel in the box below. Go check her out. A lot of times too, she and I are dialed into the same collective, and so she'll have some similar messages, but it's through her filter. So things come out and she reads things just a little bit differently, and so you get additional messages when you cross-watch my readings and readings that she is feeling as well too. So yeah, go over and check her out. God love her. Love you, Susan. Alright, so Divine Feminine, present energy, Four of Wands. I got another one for Divine Feminine, please. Thank you. They're pointing out to me too that they're coming out in threes. The only one that didn't is this past energy here for the Divine Masculine, and I wonder if it's because they want me to pull another one for that to reveal a little bit more information about this past energy and what was happening. So I might do that next, but they're telling me threes. 3 is a number of, a trinity, mind, body, and spirit. And they're coming out in threes for both of them right now. So it feels like a lot of synergy when it comes to the divine, the 3D, the 5D, all of that connective source energy for both of them. Maybe in the past it wasn't that way for Divine Masculine, and he's kind of stepped into that energy. Divine Feminine, as we know, was there first. She's always been connected in with getting in touch with all things that are spiritual for her, and she started developing herself and digging into information in her spiritual path kind of before the Divine Masculine was, but it feels like he's starting to step into that a little bit right now. And it may be part of the reason why he has gone through whatever this change is, whatever this battle is. I feel like information is being revealed to him. The moon represents the Divine Feminine as well. So it almost looks like the Divine Feminine has revealed information to him, shown him the way, lit. It's kind of like a beacon. It's like he has decided to walk away from whatever this other situation is, walk away from the constant battle, leave the battlefield in order to feel more of a balanced energy. And he's headed towards this enlightenment with his Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine's current energy. She's feeling more grounded. She's feeling more stable. She feels this. This is the 1111 card too. It's like she is preparing her. I did a reading like this before too, and they're telling me home space. Like she's in the process of preparing her home space. But it feels more independent this time. It feels more like she's getting her... She's in the middle of getting her shit together. Things are lining up for her and creating a stable home life, a stable job. Her relationships in her life are starting to line up, and it's creating this really amazing way of being. It's like this Ace of Cups is the Divine Feminine, and she's overflowing with this emotion and with this just oneness with the universe, with the divine. And it's putting to rest all of this worry, all of these thoughts, all of these sleepless nights. It's like now she can sleep at night. Under the light of this moon, she's realizing that these swords are nowhere near her. They're above her head. She's not even looking, they're not even touching her. It's like she's become enlightened. She has become one with herself, and she's in the process of doing that right now. That's the energy of the portion of the collective that I'm talking about. And it's like she finally can sleep at night. It's just starting to feel more balanced. It feels like she can feel this balance coming from him. And it's like she's feeding off of that. She's ahead of him. She is setting up home base, I'm hearing. But really, she's doing it all for herself. She's doing it because she is a divine being and she understands her power. I think that's part of it too, is that she's starting to understand really how powerful she is. She is powerful enough to manifest situations for herself. And she's realizing that there's not really that much to worry about anymore. Secrets, everything is going to be revealed. And the enlightenment will come when you work really hard at it. And she has been for a long time. So now it's time to rest. It's time to actually get some sleep, because she has connected in a way that is making her feel like the ultimate divine being. What a great space to be in right now, Divine Feminine. That's amazing. Alright, near future energies for Divine Masculine. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's all in the water right now. Can I get another one for the near future energy, please? Ooh, too many. Yeah, let's get one more. One more, please. Thank you. Oh, look at that. That's right. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Empress. Near future. This Queen of Cups energy feels like, especially sitting underneath of this Five of Swords, it feels like in the near future, he's in the process of walking away from this battle right now, this thing that he's been battling with in his mind for a really long time. He's done battling it in his mind. He's ready for the balance of that. He's ready. He understands the connection between what it is that he's been running through his mind over and over and over again, and he's being shown the truth. The truth is, go with your heart. Go with your heart. Sit in your heart space and allow that to guide you. He's being guided towards his divine feminine. This Queen of Cups to me feels like a karmic partner. It feels like someone that it looked like was supposed to be, you know, his love, the love that he had always imagined. And it may even be, it really does feel like a karmic partner. And it feels like that is something that that's the thing that he's walking away from. And the Eight of Cups shows walking away from the fact that these cups are empty. The balance is he's done filling all of those cups for her. He's been filling her cup. She, receives all of this, but had not been, it's unbalanced. There was no balance in the relationship. And he was so busy filling her cup that he looked and saw that his cup was empty. It's just continuously empty. And he's going to be walking away from that situation. He's done thinking about it. He's done battling it in his mind. It's just some kind of information has come into him. It's been revealed to him to sit in his heart space and walk away from something that is completely unfulfilling. And walk towards the moon. Walk towards your divine feminine. Walk towards your divine feminine. He's coming to his divine feminine. He's being guided. This dove shows me that he's being guided to his divine feminine. And this is the balance between, you can see how in his emotions he is, and divine masculine is usually very, very grounded. There's more of it's usually more of an earth energy, and this is all blue. This is all emotion. He's getting in touch with the emotion. He's balancing what's going on in his mind with what he's feeling. He's decided to walk away from these feelings that are unbalanced and unfulfilling and walking towards something that feels balanced. There is such an amazing, you can just look at the picture and the colors, the balance between the green, grounded, earthy kind of energy and the water, the blue in the sky around his head, around his thoughts. He's merged his thoughts with his emotions here in the sky. He's being guided by the divine towards his divine feminine. The Empress is obviously the divine feminine card. And he realizes that there's so much growth. There's such a new beginning. There's just like this birth of this grounded, new, emotion, passionate person. This is the ideal balance in a relationship that he's been looking for his entire life. And he's walking away from the illusion of, this It was all about her. This Queen of Cups is usually the Queen of Cups is usually an empath. She's usually in her emotions, but it's almost as if she was only in her emotions. This cup was all about her. It was all about what she wanted and what she saw for her life and what she needed and what her emotions were telling her. And he's walking away from, man, it looks like they were in this for a long time too. Like they tried once and then they tried again, and they've had this battle kind of back and forth and back and forth. And he's worked very hard at offering this cup to her and offering this cup to her. And his cup has remained empty every single one of these times. No matter what he tries, no matter what they try, no matter what happens, at the end of the day, his cup always ends up empty. So he's moving on to something bigger and better and balanced and what he's always known. Divine Masculine is headed towards his Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, near future, please. Thank you. Can I have one more, please? Too many. One more, please. Thanks. There, in the near future, she is headed towards this victory, this balance. It's like she herself is also becoming balanced. It's the balance between the sun and the moon, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This Six of Wands feels very rooted. It feels like finally, success in this situation, this creative, this thing that she's been creating. And I noticed the two flames here too. This is definitely twin flame. The picture that has been painted for her, that she's been painting, it's coming for her. Victory, total victory, the balance of Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine within herself, but also this picture in her mind, this thing that she's always known also, is coming together victoriously. And it feels like she's going to be able to let this pain go too. This thing that she's been wishing for, this thing that has left her feeling, it's like she's letting go of the pain of the past. And getting in touch with really what this looks like for her. I'm going to pull a clarifier card for the Five of Cups as well, just so that we can see it, the way that it's relating to these other cards here. It's like she was only relating to the situation with her eyes closed and with a little bit of sorrow. There was no fulfillment when it came to this thing that was in her mind. She stuck with it, and she's always had this vision of what her relationship with her Divine Masculine looked like, but she was never seeing any kind of result from it. But it's coming. It's coming. It's going to be more than she ever knew. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Five of Cups, please. And the Divine Feminine. Yeah. It looks to me too like it may be job related, and it might be this, that's what it is. I'm going to check my time. It feels job related. Like she's been creating this world for herself. She's on her path right now. She's creating a new business for herself, a new career for herself that is spiritually oriented, but she's starting to reap the rewards of it. She's drawing in the money that she needs to be able to be a creative person, be in her spiritual business, be the person that, in her mission. She's in the middle of creating this life for herself within her mission. And in the background, there's the two flames. There's her twin flames. It's just sitting there. It's waiting. The flames are lit and they're there, but she's been focusing on her job and her mission and her path, and it looks like the success is coming from that. So this situation that has kind of, with her divine masculine, where, these cups were feeling empty and she was feeling like, this is the last part of her life that just kind of needs to come together. She wants the fulfillment from that, and it feels like the success that she's having in her business and in her spiritual career and in her spiritual life is bringing in a resolution for this part of it. And it's like she can tell that it's coming. She's putting out this immense beacon by just being in her power, sticking to her path, building her life and who she is as a divine being, as a healer, as a light worker. She's creating and blossoming within herself. And it's like sending out a call, it's sending out a beacon, it's sending out resolution to this situation. And as you can see in the divine masculine energy over here in the recent future, in the near future, he's coming in. She can feel it coming. So this is a really, it's the energy here right now is so anticipatory. It's just like I told you, it feels like things are moving, things are happening. And as you can see here, the divine feminine has kind of come into her own. She has felt this, just something powerful is happening for the divine feminine right now. And it's making her feel like things are coming together. Things are coming into alignment for me and for the stability within my life and with my divine masculine, the 1111 card. Something is coming together. And she's letting go of the worry. And she's just in a space of allowing and focusing on herself. Divine masculine is in the middle of this enormous change, this balancing for himself, and getting in touch with what these emotions mean for the future and how to pursue this for himself. He's like, it's like that next step on the path. There's this step. I'm being shown like stepping stones on a path. So there's this stone and then there's this stone. And divine masculine is in the process right now of stepping from this one. It's like he's got his foot and he's stepping onto the other one. His foot hasn't quite touched it yet, but that's where he is. It's that transition. It's that kind of lull in the middle. You can feel it starting to, that motion starting to go forward. And as soon as he steps on that other path, on that other stone, that's when it steps over to this. In the near future, it feels very close. It feels like it's within this next month. So the energy in this feels very anticipatory, but also successful, and just it feels like really positive movement towards, something that divine feminine has been working really hard on. And divine feminine, don't forget that divine masculine has been working very hard on it too. This is not easy for him to be in. This has not been easy for him to be in. It hasn't been easy to be in a space where he's trying to be the divine masculine and make sure that his partner has everything that they need. And it's about fulfilling and being the person who fills other people's needs, because it's a grounded way of being. That's what divine masculine does. And so it hasn't been easy on the emotional side to have these empty cups and still, you know, give as much as he can and feel like he is fulfilling his duty as a masculine. But he's really getting in touch now with his own divine feminine, his own inner divine feminine energy, and it's causing him to really tap into divine feminine, his actual divine feminine's energy. And so he's really close to understanding that he needs a new way of being. He needs to be able to find a space where his cups are going to be filled. So hang in there. Divine masculine, you're doing the work, and you're amazing. Divine feminine, don't forget that he's amazing and he's doing his work. He's figuring out how to fill that cup for himself too. So, all right. Thank you so much. If you guys are resonating with this, if it feels like you're connecting with the energy of this, if this feels a lot like the situation that you have going on, I'm going to take this over to the extended reading. We're going to talk a little bit about what each of you is currently... Sorry about that. These technical difficulties are driving me bonkers, but we're going to talk about what each of you is currently working on, the factors that are contributing to each of these energies, what's coming your way, and some advice from Spirit. So I'm going to put the link for that in the box below. It's going to be on Vimeo. If you're leaving at this point and you decide not to go into the extended reading, but you do want to get a private reading from me, we'll dig into yours specifically. You'll get some way more detailed information. Don't forget that this is a general reading, so if some of it resonates and some of it doesn't, it doesn't mean that the things that don't resonate with you it doesn't mean that it negates the things that do resonate with you. So take whatever does resonate with you, what really feels like you're connecting with, and then just kind of leave the rest behind for whoever else that's meant for. There's a bunch of different energies here, so it kind of puts a whole story together of collective energies. So if you want to dig into yours and make a little bit more specific sense of your situation, email me in the email in the box below and we'll do a private reading for you. So thanks guys, I'll see you over the extended, or I will talk to you guys the next time. Thanks.